Hello everyone, hi friends. I am Attorney Frank. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Your Lawyer on the Go. Alright, in this video we will talk about the US visa, DS-160 form, and payment of visa fees. Specifically po for the tourist visa only or yung B1, B2. Actually, I'm gonna take you along with me. I am also learning in this. So I just want to share it with you so I can give you some beneficial information para po sa mga gusto pong kumuha ng US visa na B1, B2. So actually, I prepared a list kung ano po yung mga kailangan natin gawin para po maging guiding tips po para sa atin. So in this video, it's actually a 4-part series and this video is the part 1. So, gagawin ko po siyang 4-part series para po mas detalyado po yung pagbibigay ko po ng tips para sa inyo kung paano po kumuha ng US visa B1, B2. So, I'm gonna give you my personal guiding tips for you for your DS-160 form in this particular video and how to schedule your appointment and how to pay your visa fee. Kasi kailangan po organize po, especially your DS-160. It's very crucial. It's the foundation of your application po ng US visa. So kailangan maayos yung pagkakagawa. And then after that, of course, you need to pay the visa fee because actually you can't schedule an appointment kapag hindi nyo po nabayaran muna yung visa fee. So yun po ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon. Alright, so let's go ahead. So these are my personal guiding steps for you in filling out your DS-160 form and the payment of visa fee and the schedule of appointment. So I will give you five steps lang po. So number 1, prepare your requirements. Kasi ako personal experience ko to. Kailangan naka-ready na actually dapat yung mga documents. So ano-ano po ba yun? Para kasi kapag nag-fill out na tayo ng DS-160 form sa portal ng US government, kumpleto na para hindi na po tayo matagalan. So for a faster and smooth application po, mas maganda na naka-ready na po yung mga documents na kakailanganin natin in filling out the DS-160 form. So we have to prepare our valid passport sized photo, kasi po i-upload po natin yan doon sa portal pag nag-fill out na po tayo ng form. And then your US contact information, kasi merong portion doon sa application process na may ilalagay tayong US contact information. So in my case, meron akong friend na nasa USA. So hiningi ko po yung email address niya, contact number niya, and yung address niya po doon sa US, kung saang state po siya. And then family details and other personal information. So of course you have to be ready with that, kasi ako hindi ko kasi memorize yung birthday ng parents ko pala, so natagalan pa ako, so hiningi ko pa yung birth date nila, yung mga ganong information, tsaka yung educational background, kung kailan kayo graduate. So mas maganda na yon na ready na siya para when you start filling out the form, dire-diretso na po. And of course your debit or credit card para po sa pagbabayad ng visa fee. So that's the step 1. Prepare your requirements. Step 2, fill out the DS-160 form. So ilalagay ko po sa baba sa description box kung ano po yung website, kasi meron kasing lumalabas na iba't ibang website, pero isa lang po yung legit. So ito po yung cac.state.gov/Genev. So ito po yun. So lalagay ko dito, hindi po ako masyadong magaling mag-edit, so susubukan ko lang po. It's actually my first time to vlog. So ayan po, so pupunta po tayo sa website na ito, and of course you have to carefully fill out your DS-160. So tip, write down your application ID and save your progress often, because sometimes the site refreshes or lags. So kailangan while we are filling out the DS-160, so save lang ng save, kasi maraming steps yun so you have to save it, kasi minsan po nagre-refresh and naglalag po yung website. So kailangan kailangan mong i-save yung progress mo para hindi ka bumalik ulit sa simula. So you don't have to start all over again. So sometimes it can be frustrating when you lose your data, lalo na kung halfway ka na tapos hindi mo pala nasi-save yung progress mo. So it's frustrating. So ayaw natin na bumalik pa tayo sa uno and filling out the DS-160. So yeah, kailangan po natin i-save yung progress natin. So make sure po na honest and correct yung pag-fill out natin ng DS-160 because again, it's very crucial. It's your foundation sa pag-apply po ng US visa, and we need to make sure na tama at correct po lahat kasi yun po yung chine-check po ng US Embassy or ng US government. Especially yung sa papakita ko po sa inyo sa DS-160, ito po yun. Ayan. So kailangan ilagay natin yung mga tamang information. So mahaba-haba din po kasi yung pag-fill out. So kailangan talaga ng pasensya. So your personal details, your professional background, yung work background nyo po, and then educational background kailangan din. Travel information kailangan din if you've traveled to other countries before. And kung saan po kayo pupunta ng USA. So, where do you plan to go in US? And kung yung intended length of stay po ninyo, ilang weeks ba or ilang months po pa. So, kailangan po din na ilagay yon. And then, of course, ito yung sinasabi ko yung US contact information, kung sino po yung kakilala nyo doon na tao or organization. And then yung family information, yun po. So, bakit po ba kailangan na tama yung mga pinaglalagay po natin sa DS-160? Kasi nga po, during interview sa US Embassy, so, ito din po yung basis nila. So, they're going to check if you're telling them the truth or if you're lying. So, kailangan po, during the interview, consistent po lahat ng mga sinasabi natin doon sa visa officer ng US Embassy at saka dito po sa mga pinaglalagay po natin dito sa ating DS-160. Kaya kinakailangan na tama po at saka accurate po yung mga information na nilalagay natin dito sa DS-160. So it's very important. So before submitting your DS-160 form, you have to really review all your details carefully. Kasi again, kailangan it's all of them, lahat po ng mga detalye, they're true and correct because again, DS-160 is the foundation of your application. And some mistakes, it might break your chances, no, to be granted of the US visa. So mas maganda na tama po lahat para sure na sure kasi medyo mahal po yung visa fee and it's non-refundable. It's $185. So mas maganda na sana we have to give our best at saka sakto at tama po lahat. Ayun. So, nandito na tayo sa step number 3. Step number 3, save and print your confirmation page. Ano po ba yung confirmation page? Ito po yun. Ayan. So, meron po siyang barcode. Ayan. So, after submission, save and print the confirmation page. So, this is required kasi yung confirmation page na ito, kailangan to during your biometric appointment doon sa Parcal Mall at Parañaque City, and kailangan din siya during your visa interview at the US Embassy in Manila. Kailangan siya, hindi po siya dapat makalimutan. So, kapag nag-apply po kayo, make sure na meron kayong printer para you can print it right away. Or kung wala naman, i-save nyo po muna. You can email it to yourself and then, or i-save nyo po muna and then right after, kapag meron na po kayong access sa printer, you can have it printed na po. When I went last day, kahapon, pumunta na ako ng Parcal Mall and then meron po akong kasabayan sa linya, hindi niya po to nadala. So medyo nag-cause po siya ng aberya. So kailangan hinahanap po talaga ito during the biometric appointment and the visa interview process. So, kailangan wag niyo pong kalimutan yung confirmation page. So, I also suggest na dalahin nyo na rin po or i-print nyo po yung DS-160 form. This way, you can review your answers and make sure that they're consistent with what you will say during the interview na. So, i-print nyo rin po. Ganun din po yung ginawa ko. Although, hindi po siya pwedeng dalahin during the interview. Ito po yun, may nakalagay. Do not bring this to your interview. But of course, I printed it because I want to study it and I want to make sure na during the interview, accurate po yung sagot ko sa visa officer and then it would really reflect kung ano po yung mga isinulat ko po dito sa ating DS-160. Yun po. And next is step 4. Pay your visa fees. So, pagkatapos po ng DS-160 ninyo, ito na po yung susunod na gagawin natin. We have to pay your visa fees. So, saan po ba natin siya babayaran? So, ito po yung website, ustraveldocs.com. So, dun po natin babayaran yung visa fee. So, we have to be careful. You have to be careful kasi napansin ko kapag nag-search ka lang sa Google, madaming lumalabas na website and ayaw naman natin na hindi tama yung website na mapuntahan natin and then baka masayang yung pera. Alam nyo naman, maraming scams ngayon. So, ito po yung website. Ilalagay ko din po siya sa description box below. So, dun po natin babayaran yung visa fee. So, ano po bang kailangan upon payment of your visa fee? So, pumunta po kayo sa website and then kailangan pong gumawa ng profile. Create a profile using a valid email address that has not been used before. So, gagawa po tayo ng account, gagawa po tayo ng profile sa website na ito. And of course, we have to keep your receipt number. Okay, so after nyo pong magbayad, you have to keep your receipt number kasi kailangan po yun sa schedule of appointment natin kapag nagpili na po tayo ng dates. Actually, madali lang pong madali lang po yung website. You just have to scroll and then you have to click kung saan pong embassy located. So sa atin po sa Philippines, sa Manila, i-click yun. Actually, merong mga steps din doon na nakalagay. So madali lang po siyang i-navigate. So follow the steps. So click nyo lang po yung Philippines kasi Manila, dito po yung US Embassy natin. And then madali lang po siya. Just have to prepare of course your credit or debit card kasi yung parang nagbabayad lang po kayo sa mga online purchases ninyo. Ganun lang po siya. Hindi po siya mahirap i-navigate. And then after that, dun din po sa same na website, so kailangan na po nating mag-book ng 2 appointments. So ano po yung appointments na yon? Again, yung biometrics, yun po yung una. And then second would be the US visa interview sa US Embassy. So, pipili po tayo ng dates doon. May mapagpipilian. Kung puno na, hindi nyo na po makiklik yung day. And then, meron din pong time kung ano pong gustong oras po ninyo na i-schedule yung appointment ninyo. So, for the first one, for the biometrics, Visa Application Center. So, sa biometrics, kukuhanan po tayo ng photo, ng fingerprints. So, yun po yung dun sa Parcal Mall sa Parañaque. And then second, i-schedule din natin yung US visa interview. Yun naman yung pupunta na talaga tayo sa consul or sa US Embassy for our interview. So, yun po. So friends, to make sure po na walang maging aberya yung application process natin, so upon payment of your visa fee and the booking of appointments, kailangan po tama at walang mali yung pagkaka-input po natin sa application ID natin galing doon sa DS-160 confirmation page. Kasi po, meron daw instances na you will be denied entry or you will not be allowed to proceed to the interview kung hindi po accurate yung pagkakalagay natin ng application ID. Kasi nga yung basis po ng schedule natin doon sa US Embassy is yung application ID. So kailangan tama po yung application ID na nilagay natin doon when we booked our appointment at saka yung application ID na nasa DS-160 po natin. Ayan. So kung tapos na po kayo sa mga prosesong iyon, you are now ready to proceed to your scheduled appointment for biometrics. So again, kailangan po kapag pumunta po kayo sa Parcal, kailangan ready po yung mga document ninyo. So of course, you need to bring your passport. Wag niyo pong kakalimutan yan kasi i-check po yan doon. Next is yung confirmation page. Ito po yun. Yung confirmation page, yung merong barcode and application ID number. And of course, your appointment confirmation details. Ito yun. Makukuha niyo po ito upon payment of your visa fee and upon booking of your scheduled appointment. So, doon niyo po ito makukuha. So, isi-save niyo rin po ito and then you'll have to print it and then bring it with you. And then of course, huwag niyong kakalimutan yung DS-160. I would suggest to still bring it sa biometrics. Baka lang kailanganin to make sure, but do not bring this, yung DS-160 form ninyo during your interview kasi hindi na po itong pwedeng dalahin doon. And of course, meron ako nabasa, you also need to bring your passport size photo. Same photo na in-upload po natin doon sa portal when we filled out our DS-160. In my case naman, hindi siya hiningi, but it's good to be sure. So, if you can, dalayan na lang din po yung passport size photo ninyo na same photo kung anong in-upload po ninyo doon sa portal when you filled out your DS-160. Alright, so sana po ay nakatulong po sa inyo ang video na ito. And thank you so much. And please watch for the next video. We will talk about naman yung sa biometrics doon sa Parcal Mall. Alright, so friends, thank you for your support. And to continue to support this starting channel, please click like and subscribe. In this channel, by the way, we can talk about anything under the sun. I might even upload some of my karaoke sessions kasi very random lang tong YouTube channel na to, kung ano-ano lang. So we'll talk about legal matters, maybe traveling soon. I'm gonna share it with you about music, about my faith. So sana po suportahan po ninyo ang YouTube channel na ito. So yun, hindi pa nga ako masyadong sanay, inaaral ko pa to and then trying to get the hang of it. So pagpasensyahan nyo na. Medyo awkward pa siguro. So maraming salamat po, and this has been Attorney Frank, your friend, your lawyer on the go. See you on the next one. Bye.